Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to robmotivejl. It's finally the day I can put the windows down. I had the two front windows, passenger and driver's side, tinted, and I've waited the obligatory 5 days before I put them down. So we're going to do that today. This is the first time I haven't done it, so let's start it up. And then there's a couple of things that I kind of wish this Jeep had that I'm missing. One is my wife's fault. But first things first, let's go ahead, start it up. And we got to mute the radio. I'm sure it's going to blast us any second. Come on. Waiting to boot up. Uh-oh, maybe I have that famous black screen that you get the first time you have a new Jeep. There it comes. All right, it's coming up. So let's go ahead and mute, and we're going to put the window down. Now, the way you're supposed to do this is to put it all the way down, all the way back up. Don't let it stop. So that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead, hit the button. There we go. Nice and seamless. All the way back up. No issues. All the way back down. I like to do this a couple of times, and you guys can see the difference the tent makes. That's 20%, by the way. Let's do the passenger side. All the way back up and all the way back down and all the way back up. There you go. No issues. That's what I like to see. Now, I'm going to head off. I got to pick me up some of the green nectar. That's right. I've been having a few now and then. I'm talking about Mountain Dew, by the way. So we're going to head to the gas station. I'm going to grab that. It'll be like 2 seconds for you, but about 15 minutes for me. And then I'm going to come back. We're going to talk about the two things that I really wish this Jeep Wrangler had that it doesn't. Okay, real quick before we get into it, check out these gas prices. It's amazing to me. I remember when it was, what, 3, 4, pushing $5 a gallon not that long ago. $2.45, I'll take it, and hopefully it keeps on dropping. This is South Texas, by the way. I know there are some Californians out there who are paying like 5 something a gallon. That's absurd. Anyway, let's get into it. The two things that I wish I had in this Jeep Gladiator, and the one that I wish I didn't. We'll start with the one that I wish I didn't, and that is the dreaded auto stop. This, of course, has the auto stop. Jeep has had it for a while now, and I have to say Toyota is the best if you have to have auto stop, because you really have to hit the brake pedal hard for the auto stop to kick in, and I like that. That way it kind of gives you the choice as to whether or not it works without pushing the button. And of course we do have an auto stop off button in this Jeep, but I always forget to do it until I get somewhere and it activates, and then I got to hit the damn button. But anyway, that's the one thing I wish I did not have. Now, a couple of things. First of all, power up windows or auto up windows. We've got auto down. In other words, you hit the button and then let go and they go down all the way by themselves. But to put the windows up, you have to hold the button. And you know, it's kind of an awkward, this is picky, I know, but it's kind of an awkward spot in the Jeep too. It's in the center cluster area, and you kind of have to reach up and hold it. I mean, it's just one of those little pet peeve-ish kind of things, I think. Wish I had auto up windows. Not a big deal. Lastly, the subwoofer. You know, I'm spoiled. My wife, when she built her Jeep Wrangler about 5 years ago now, I think it was, a little over 5 years ago, she wanted, that was the biggest thing that she wanted, I think, other than that pumpkin orange color, the subwoofer in the back. And it's a whole upgraded radio system anyway, but man, does it make a difference. I can certainly tell the difference when I go from hers to mine. Before we started off on this little trip today, I put hers in the garage, and I got to hear the radio, and then I jumped in mine, and really can tell a big difference. Now, what I'm curious about is how hard it would be to add that subwoofer into the Jeep. You know, first of all, you'd have to have a new cover in the back. And the one downside to having it, that little storage area in the back that you can lift up, as little as it is, it's nice to have. And if you have the subwoofer back there, you lose that space because it takes it up. But to put it in, I think you would have to have a new cover back there because it kind of fits, I think it fits into the cover or the cover fits around it. Actually, I think it fits around it. It has like a mesh cover so that the sound can get out, right? So that it's not muffled. That closes down over that subwoofer that's mounted in the back. But that's it. I wonder if Jeep went ahead and included the wiring harness back there for it. You know, a lot of companies, when they have other options and things, they will include the wiring for it. Gas is $2.57, by the way, right over here at this gas station. So, yeah, depends on where you're at, but still, that's not horrible. But anyway, a lot of brands, a lot of manufacturers will include the wiring back there as just part of their whole kit. I think it's more cost effective to do that, and maybe time savings as well, which is cost, to go ahead and include the whole harness, the whole system, so that you can just plug it in. That would be really nice, as opposed to having to run extra wires and connect them up. I know it's that way on some Jeeps with the auxiliary switch panel that you can get down below. A lot of Jeeps will come with the wiring already under the hood over there, and all you have to do is connect everything up, and that's it. Sure would make it simple, and that's something I would consider doing if the wiring's back there. I'm going to have to dig around a little bit. If you happen to know, if you've got a newer Jeep Wrangler and you've discovered that the wiring kit or harness is already back there, but you don't have the subwoofer, leave a comment and let me know. I'd be really curious. Of course, I could add an aftermarket subwoofer back there. I could replace the speakers up here in the sound bar. I know the Jeep TJ that my mom just got has an aftermarket radio system in it. Of course, you know, a lot of people do that. And it sounds better, I think, than what this Jeep Wrangler does. So I could do something like that. Given the screen, the big screen and everything we have in here now, it's really pretty integrated. Let me turn you around, I'll show you. It's really pretty integrated in the Jeep, so it'd be kind of hard to change that out, I think. And it's not something I don't think that I would do, so I think I'm kind of stuck with the head unit that I have. No big deal. Anyway, I just wanted to get on, show you guys the little tint procedure for anybody who's new to tinting. Make sure you do that. That way it just provides for a nice smooth flow of the window, and you can also find out right off the bat if anything's going to catch. And to let you know the couple of things that I really do miss, I should say, in my new Wrangler. Leave a comment. Let me know if those things matter to you. I'd just be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.